Welcome back to the Marketing Ninja Podcast with Manuel Suarez, CEO of attention-grabbing media and author of #1 bestseller, Marketing Magic.
The game of business is full of unpredictables, ups and downs, changes, adjustments, and there's many things that you will try that will not work. The purpose of this particular process right now is to show you that there's a path for you to start making your brand real.
Yeah.
And a personal brand is not just a social media brand like Frank Suarez or Dr. Berg or Manuel Suarez on social media. It's your dedication to the community and to people and to everywhere that you go to, your ability to just be friendly and circulate around the gathering and talk to people and connect and tell stories and be friends. And that's basically what increases your value long term. So I can tell you one thing, you want to have a network of people because when you need them, you'll have them. And I have a lot. Some of you guys might have seen my book launch was a complete success.
Massive.
Was a complete and utter success. We sold many thousands of books and it's beyond my dreams. And the reason why that happened, it was not because I have a great book. Yes, I do have a great book, but it's because I had a network of people that wanted to give back to me. They wanted to help me. So I had Rudy Maurer, who's a great marketer himself, sending emails about me. I had Dan Henry, another great marketer, sending emails about me. I had a lot of other people communicating. I had Estra Farison talking about it, and this guy over here, and that guy. And people collaborated, and nobody got paid a penny. Some people might feel like, oh yeah, an affiliate is promoting your book. No. Absolutely not. I did not pay a penny to anybody that helped me promote this book. And we sold thousands and we made it a bestseller. And we did some great things in a matter of a few weeks. But that's because years of work of me building my relationships with people and finding a way to provide value and to give more to them to the point that they feel they owe a little bit of that back. Even though I don't really feel that way because they've all given to me a lot, but they feel like, you know what, I'm going to give back to Manuel a little bit. Yeah. There's a lot of value in doing that long term and building relationships with people and building support and communities and networking and providing value to each other and helping each other out. I mean, there's power in that. The ones that live in a cave, it's harder to succeed with this particular strategy because, you know, like now you're reaching out to people asking for help and you've never given them any help. So now people don't feel indebted to you. Yeah. They don't feel that, why am I going to help you? The last time I heard about you was 12 years ago when you were selling me insurance. I don't even know anything about you, your life. I'm not connected. I don't see you. I don't hear from you. So if you're one of those living on a cave and you're not out there communicating with people and living in the social media world and communicating on the social media and communicating and going to events, no matter what that is, and this is going to be a bigger challenge. And yes, you could do so, but just understand that there's a lot of competition. There's a lot of people out there trying to do what you're doing.
Yeah.
Building a brand so they can put money in their pockets. The ones that really get doors opened are the ones that have already given people value along the way.
It was something that because I've seen your relationships and what you've done, and I kind of gotten a bit of a lose, like, hey, I don't have these relationships. But what I realized, Manuel, was that I have done a pretty good job. I may not have done quite a good job as you have. I do have my own relationships. I do have my own power base that I haven't, I've a bit neglected it and so forth, but it does exist.
So it made you realize that you do have goodwill.
I do.
You do have people that like you, appreciate you.
I do. Yeah.
I think I've mentioned this from the beginning when it comes to this strategy.
Yeah.
The better that you have engage with humans around you, the more that you can actually get them to contribute and collaborate with this and help you. So in summary, in short, there's a very important word when it comes to success in building your own brand, and that is communication. You have to be able to communicate anywhere you go. Communicate to your contacts, communicate to your social media followers and your social media friends, communicate to your neighbors, to your friends, to anybody that's around you, your family, and so on. If you are unwilling, unable to communicate, building a brand becomes a big challenge. I cannot tell you how difficult it is to build a brand with you wanting to be secluded behind a screen. Unless you build relationships with you become a wholesaler, you still have to communicate. You get somehow connected with Procter & Gamble's and Johnson & Johnson's and all these people that now are going to sell the products for you and you just supply. But along the way, I can tell you something. If you did not communicate, that door does not get open by itself.
Then you're making money, but you're not building a brand.
That's right. Rob Witt himself manages millions of dollars in some of the most amazing brands that we have here at Attention Grabbing Media. One of those being Natural Slim. Yeah. He's responsible for that. The Amazon side of things. Another one being Dr. Berg. Yeah. He's responsible for that. You've heard those names mentioned here and there.
I've been messaging people. I've been messaging my contacts. I did actually figure out how to download contacts from my oldest email address, which is my Yahoo account, which I've had for since probably 18 or 20 years old. So there's a lot more contacts in there. As I was messaging people, one of the main things that really became apparent to me is that a lot of these contacts were very, very cold. Some of them, as you remember from the last one, I didn't even remember all of them that well. So if I don't remember them, it's unlikely that they remember me very well as well. So it is better than emailing a totally cold person, because at least it's like, oh, hey, do you remember me? And then there's some degree of a conversation that you're starting. However, I was getting, some people just straight up ghosted me. I did get no response. It was the most common thing. One person responded with very favorably, and I got like a thumbs up or whatever. I decided I need to figure out who is most likely to help me. And those are the people that I have the closest relationship with. So I started thinking, well, how can I contact those people directly? So actually, the method that I used originally was I went through my most recent text messages. And I just used that as the filter of who am I talking to a lot. And I messaged those people. So that tends to be more of my close friends and my close family now, which I realized actually makes sense. Because when I have 3,000 people, well, there's really only like 10 close people, 50 maybe closer people, and then maybe extend that to 100, 200 people that I would deal with on a regular basis. It makes sense to start with those people. And they're going to be the people that are most likely to evangelize, the right word, like to become evangelicals for me and my brand and to help me support it.
Hey, thanks for listening. If you enjoyed the podcast, go ahead, leave us a review and subscribe to tune in for future episodes. And if you're looking for a team that'll go above and beyond for you and your brand, go to talktoaninja.com today.